Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Gemini, I'm getting a lot of beautiful messages coming in for you. And the first one is very strong, loud, and clear. And the message is this: there is someone entering into your life who is very important on your soul's journey. Now, this could be a lover, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a teacher, it could be a healer, a mentor, someone new, it could be a friend that turns into a lifelong partner. This is someone who is pivotal on your journey here on earth. And I feel like you've been doing the work, is what Spirit is saying. You've been doing the personal development. You've been working through some setbacks, some beliefs, some challenges. I feel like you've come a long way and you're seeing forward progress here. And there is someone entering into your world. It wouldn't surprise me if we see the High Priestess in your reading, or the Hierophant as well, because I feel like this person has been divinely guided to come in and help you shift your vibration, help you shift your frequency, see things that maybe you're not always able to see on your own. This is someone physical, tangible, right in front of you. So could be 4 to 6 weeks. So possibly maybe the last week of August. It could be the first week of October or September. So let's dive into your reading here. All right, you have the wheel. That's like the wheel of fortune, right? A turning point in your life, a pivotal moment. When the wheel shows up, there's something here that you are moving forward on. You've possibly made some decisions, made some plans. Now September is the month where you follow through with that and you see the action. You see the physical, tangible results of your hard work and your efforts. So you could be, again, manifesting someone into the physical realm. For others of you, if you are in a relationship currently, you're moving forward because you've made some important decisions in this relationship together or on your own that's going to allow you to rise above those challenges, those complications. I am getting here that some of you may have veered in opposite directions. Maybe you've been together with this person for quite some time, but you feel like roommates sometimes, where you're just crossing paths. There is some shifts happening here in September because you do have the camping card. Some of you are taking a little bit of a timeout, right? Much needed timeout. Maybe this is a timeout from this person. For others of you, you could be having a honeymoon. You could be going camping with your family, with your loved ones. This is about getting away from the everyday mundane. Even if this is a day getaway, maybe a Saturday or a Sunday, or if you are fortunate enough to go on a vacation, that could be happening for you. If you are in the U.S. and you celebrate Labor Day, that could be an event that you are maybe camping, celebrating. I'm seeing one of those, what are they called? It's the stars that are on the stick and you put it in, you can blow on it and it moves, right? It's like a wind spinner, but it could be a star one. Some of you may have just bought those, or you may see those. I mean, I know they can be common. Maybe you have a child that finds one and comes up to you. That is your sign that you are moving forward here. You could even see it on a t-shirt. Maybe it is something of a wind. Could even be a wind chime, or it's something that spins in the wind is what I am getting. You may have bought yourself one recently, or maybe you're gifted one, or someone gifts you one. But I feel like that is about things getting ready to take off. So when you see that wind spinner or wind chime, know that things are going to there's going to be a gust of wind that comes in and changes everything, I feel, for the better. Because in the near future, you have what I love to call the wishing flower, the dandelion here. This is about you blowing the seeds out into the universe and you scattering them and having these new beginnings, right? Planting the seeds. This is about new opportunities growing, new opportunities to strengthen relationships that you are currently in, introducing new relationships into your world. For some of you, there could be news in the near future of pregnancy, of some sort of a birth as well. I am getting Empress energy showing up here for you. Now let's take a look and get to your main energy. What's going on with the Celtic Cross here for Gemini? We're going to pull all the cards in your Celtic Cross before we connect to an outcome. All right. Gemini, some of you could be traveling. Okay, you could also be traveling to go see family. You could be connecting with other like-minded individuals, other friends, your soul tribe. You're spending time with them, getting outside, maybe even going on some sort of a boating excursion. It could be sailing, possibly paddleboarding, kayaking, canoeing, because I am seeing boats here involved for some of you. All right, the overall energy for the month of September is the Eight of Cups. Beautiful. Yeah, you're moving on. You're moving away from something that's you felt stuck in for quite some time. Okay, whether you were single for quite some time, maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you're just switching up your routine, and I feel like it's a much needed shift because you do have the Death card right on top of it, and there could have been even some resistance to flowing forward or moving forward. Some of you may have just been stuck not wanting to make a decision because you knew that it was going to alter your life, but maybe you weren't ready for that. You said, I know it's going to be a big thing. I don't want to quite alter it. For others of you, you may have been taking care of an elderly parent, I'm getting as well, or someone who may have been sick. Please take that as it resonates. All right, so what we have here, we're not going to flip the final outcome, but I love this. Look at that. Not only do you have the wheel, but you have the chariot. So things are moving, picking up pace, speeding ahead here for you. You're planting the seeds along the way. And even though this is in your near future, your dedication has been tested. Your willpower has been tested. Now you're ready to change up the routine. You're ready to shake it up a bit because something has become, just like I said, a little bit stagnant. This is saying don't fear change. This is my Eat, Pray, Love card. So for those of you that are familiar with the book or the movie, your life may look good on paper, or maybe you feel like you have, yes, you have the job or you have that relationship, but there's a piece missing. And in order for you to head towards that missing piece, which is within you, right? You're going for a deep dive here with the Eight of Cups. You're really looking into your heart and saying, what more do I need to give myself at this time? So when the Eight of Cups shows up, this can be a quest for something deeper, more meaningful. It is possibly even moving on, walking away, or it may feel, someone may say, you're abandoning me. I feel like you are no longer abandoning yourself. That's what this is all about for you, Gemini. No longer abandoning yourself. So whatever routine that you had been playing out, some of you may have been numbing your feelings. I'm sensing that as well through whatever avenue, but you weren't quite feeling, you just were in this lull, dull energy with the Eight of Cups. But this is about you heading towards a new path. Don't ignore the call to do something differently. And that's what's being shown here for you, Gemini. Now, the challenge is this change, right? The challenge is possibly an ending to an old way of living, an old pattern, an old habit, even an old relationship that you've outgrown. But we stay in that relationship, or we stay in that pattern or dynamic because it feels comfortable. But it's not going to help us moving forward. Think of it as an old pair of shoes that you've had maybe from the age of, 10, and now you're 22. And your feet, you're changing that size. Your feet are growing. You are growing. You no longer fit into that old pair of shoes that no longer fits you anyway, right? And it's not going to support you because there's holes in the shoe, and the bottom is rubbed away, and there's cracks, and it doesn't feel good moving forward with that same shoe. So it's time to upgrade, right? It's time to buy yourself a new pair of shoes. So I feel in this case here, some of you may be hanging on to that old pair of shoes for whatever reason. Maybe because you've had it for so long, maybe because it does feel comfortable, or maybe because you've walked in that energy for quite some time. But I'm getting it's important for you to not just walk in a new pair, right? It's important for you to throw the old pair away. Yes, you still have the memories of how those shoes brought you from point A to B, right? But I feel like there's a new journey here. But some of you are resisting, or you may not want something to come to an end because you've become so accustomed to that. Who are you, right? Without without this this energy with you here. That's what I feel. And they're also giving me a song here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. The song is Underneath Your Scars, Godsmack. And it's actually, I love that song. It's a beautiful song. It's not, you can actually understand the words. You may want to check out the lyrics or listen to the song, but basically there's a line in it that says, who am I without you? And so there could be something that is coming to a pivotal point in your life where you're moving on from this, whether it's moving on from pain, right? The pain that you were carrying when you wore those shoes. Maybe it's the pain of actually physically getting rid of something. But I feel like you're no longer numb to it. Maybe you've walked in those shoes for so long you didn't even notice that your feet were hurting. Now you're taking notice. Now there's something Spirit is calling you to calling for you to feel, so you can heal, so you can get rid of. So the Death card coming in here. This is big changes I sense. Now what's below you is this Knight of Swords. This is your energy here, Gemini. Maybe you were a force to be reckoned with, or there was just a lot of chaos in your past. I'm getting Tasmanian devil energy. So it feels like there's just destruction wherever it was that you had went, or maybe it felt like you may have felt like you were attracting people who were in and out, unstable, right? Chaos. And this is about you wanting something more concrete, more, again, stable, more secure. When the Knight of Swords shows up here below you, this could have been you or someone that you were dealing with this Swords energy, where you had strong beliefs around a situation. You have your beliefs and you can be quite impulsive, Gemini, and the people around you maybe were quite impulsive. Maybe you did something quickly. Maybe you got married right out of high school. Maybe you had children with a person. Maybe you decided to move in together with someone here. But I'm getting here, some of your actions in the past have definitely affected your present, as it has for all of us, right? But Spirit is saying that you've learned to take control of those impulsive urges, whatever they may be, or you've learned to not attract impulsive or in and out type of people because you've already gone through it here. So you're moving forward, and I feel like you don't want to repeat a cycle, because that's kind of what this is all about. Whatever cycle was in and out, back and forth, left and right, chaotic, unstoppable, I feel like it's coming around here for you to take a look at and move on from this energy. Now, there were a lot of illusions revealed to you in the past, Libra. Well, some of you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini. Some of you are dealing with Libra, or you have Libra placements in your chart. But I am getting here, in the recent past, something was illuminated to you. Maybe a Libra illuminated it to you, or this could be also around that year, within the last year, because we're almost coming up to that Libra season here. So in the recent past, there's been a lot of illuminations, Gemini, when it comes to matters of the heart, who you are on a deeper soul level, not just who you are, but who you spend your time and your energy with. You may notice that people are shifting, people are changing, because you are shifting and changing as well. So what you are realizing is sometimes these partnerships, these friendships, they're not as compatible as they once were, or maybe you feel like you don't know a person like you really thought you did. But the thing to remember is we have many different human experiences that we go through as a soul living here on earth, and we change. We are not the same people that we were even 5 months ago. So you're noticing this in others, and you're noticing it in yourself. And so there's definitely things that are being revealed to you with the moon in reverse. This is about truths being exposed. It's about the shadow of yourself or others coming out. And I feel like it's actually allowing you to evolve, grow, and heal and move forward. Now, what do we have coming in? What's above you? The Eight of Wands. It is about you finding out some sort of news, because eights can be about messages. It can be about movement. There could be some news that you find out here that puts you back on track. Okay, it puts you back on track here. And I feel like the news, it could be, now I'm not getting negative or positive, but it's going to help you shift the way that you do things from here on out. And that may be why there is someone very pivotal, very important that's coming in. And that's what I was picking up on intuitively in the very beginning. There's someone important coming in here that may offer you some solid advice. Maybe that's the Eight of Wands. Maybe this person helps you illuminate what you could not see on your own with the Moon card here. They help bring a sense of clarity around you. And I feel that happening because there was a sense of, I'm not on track. I don't know where I'm going. Where is this relationship going? It's unstoppable. It's like a train with no brakes, right? There's a track there, but whatever is in the way of the track, boom, it's destroyed. So I feel like you're receiving some sort of news, or this could be you telling yourself through this Moon energy in the past of what you need to do to get back on track and move forward when it comes to a specific relationship, or when it comes to you opening up your heart, or some personal self-development that you have undergone here. It's really shifting and altering your life, Gemini. So this is some big stuff. Now, in the near future, there it is, Chariot. This is about you getting back on track instead of feeling like you are going down a broken, windy, narrow road with a lot of speed bumps, a lot of pivots, and a lot of holes, and it's a dark night and you don't know where you're going because there's no road signs. That may have been how it felt in the past for you, but now you're coming up to a point in your life where you have gained a lot of knowledge, because I'm getting here, you've been through a lot, and now you're able to use that experience and that knowledge and turn it into wisdom to choose a new path here, to choose a new outcome for your life, to choose a new destiny for you. And that's what the Chariot brings in. Now, some of you could be meeting a Cancer. This could be a person, the Chariot, that allows you, right? And it's because you've done the work. It's no one else is going to do this for us. It's because you've done the work. Now you've attracted this Chariot, someone who you can move forward with and finally see and make the progress that you've been wanting and that you've been seeking. Okay, so Chariot energy. I'm getting that this person is very determined, and this could even be you taking on the characteristics here of the Chariot, where full speed ahead, right? Some of you could even be getting a new vehicle. You could be taking a road trip. You could be going camping, right? Packing up your belongings into a vehicle here. You could be going RVing as well, because you have the camping and the Chariot showing up together, or in the near future. Now, how are you doing, Gemini? This is all about you. Three of Coins. You are building a foundation, and this foundation is built on perseverance, willpower, dedication, and spiritual strength. So when you have the Three of Coins come in, you are learning some lessons that may have showed up for you 1, 2, 3, or 10 times, because maybe you didn't learn every little piece and you kept going back to the same energy, same person, same relationship, same dynamic. Sometimes we do that. And I think they say, what is it? It takes a human 21 times or 21 days to keep doing something repetitively until they learn. So I feel like you had to learn something in all of it. And so if you found that you were repeating a cycle in the past, it's because you needed to grab every little piece of that lesson that you could, so you don't ever repeat it in the future. And I don't feel like you're going to here. Three of Coins is that teamwork, making that dream work. This is about you being able to work together with your family, with your children, with your spouse if you have one, with your partner, with the people that you surround yourself with. Instead of it feeling like it's push and pull, that someone isn't pulling their weight or another person has their role, you're defining the roles that all of you play within this union. And I feel like you're setting healthy boundaries to not crossing over, not disrespecting, not showing up as large and in charge and making someone else feel admonished or belittled, right? This is about everyone playing their role in the mix here and knowing the role that they have, but also keeping the heart open to continue building in this foundation. This is you here. You're making steps, you're making progress also in your financial and material world as well, because some of you had to start over after divorce, after loss, after death, after a situation that was a little bit unbearable is what I'm getting. It was unique as well. You see the snowflakes up top there. It could have been even something around winter time for some of you. How are you doing? in your environment. So this is environmental. Four of Swords. A lot of healing taking place here. Excuse me. Gemini, when the Four of Swords comes in, this is about you earning a rest. Because some of you, you've come to the end of a journey. You are nearing some sort of a burnout or a time of movement after the death here, because the death's your challenge. You may have been resisting something, and now the time has come for you to get back on track, and you've earned some time out, some rest, some time apart, a time to reevaluate, reflect all of the retrograde energies, the REs, as I like to say. Instead of repeat, we're going to rejuvenate our energy and reprogram what's working and what's not, and upgrade our energy here. I really enjoyed the illustration here of the Four of Swords, because this guy, he's laid back. He's overcome the hardest part here. And so he has his sleeves pulled up and his pant legs pulled up. He has his head resting there against the tree and his hand behind his head. And he feels like he's finally come to that place where he can let that sun beat down on him, and he can feel good about what he's gone through, because he's made it to the other side of that Three of Swords. So I feel like there's a whole lot of healing, not just going on by you, Gemini, but people around you as well. People are maturing. They are growing. They are learning the lessons that maybe were a big challenge for them. Now, I'm getting this message here for you, Gemini. There could be that someone that you are connected with in a partnership who they may have been going a little bit slower than you on your journey. Or again, it doesn't mean anyone's better than another, but I feel like there were soul lessons that this person needed to learn at their own pace and their own time. And I feel like you see the progress that they have made over the course of their life. This could be a mother, this could be a family member, it could be a lover, whoever. But I feel like you're seeing the steps that they've taken, even if they didn't heal in the way that you did, or even if it's taken a lot longer for them, you are seeing some sort of noticeable growth. Now, hopes and fears for Gemini, Four of Cups, regrets. You don't want to have regrets, right? Four of Cups can be about feeling like you're frustrated, or you regret something that may have happened. Someone around you may regret it, or you don't want to take a look at your life 10 years from now and saying, why didn't I make some changes then? So I do feel like you're doing a lot of heart connections here. I mean, we have cups and swords is what I see here. We have one pentacle. But you're really doing a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking, and you're taking a look at what's going on within the heart center. And you don't want to focus any more of your time on past regrets. You want to change what you can right now in the present so you can move forward and say, yes, I'm glad that I made that choice when I did, or I'm glad that I was able to see things from a new perspective here because it altered and changed the course of my life. Because I get that someone has regrets, or someone doesn't want to waste their life on people who just aren't willing to grow and evolve with them. Of course, like we just said, everyone can grow and evolve at their own pace. But if you are rapidly moving forward and someone is just baby stepping it up, you have to decide if you are patient enough, willing enough to continue reaching over and helping them up. And sometimes we've just had, enough of that, or sometimes we feel like we've done all that we can. We want a partnership. We want someone to be able to reciprocate as well. And I feel for some of you, you don't want to have any regrets. Okay. Now let's take a look at the final outcome for you, Gemini, in matters of the heart. Six of Wands. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite minor arcana cards because it is about success. It's about a glorious win here. And because you are willing to move forward towards some of these changes, now you're looking at them and you're saying, I'm willing to change the way I see things. I'm willing to change how I respond. I am willing to look at myself first and foremost. And because, Gemini, you are willing to look at yourself and your response and your reaction and your triggers and your shadows and what it is that you truly seek and desire, you are noticing the growth within you. And because you are shifting internally, you're seeing that the way that other people respond to you is more favorable, right? As Wayne Dyer always says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Yes, they do. And that's what we see happening here. And we do see this glorious win. So this is a win when it comes to love, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to personal and self-development. The Six of Wands is about achievement, achieving some sort of recognition within oneself where you are proud. And I feel other people are saying, Gemini, you've come a long way. We're proud of you. We're cheering you on as well. You have what it takes. You've started from rock bottom and you've rose up through the ashes here. This is a rebirth. And I feel like you have undergone a lot of personal transformations and you are that Phoenix, Gemini. You're coming out on top. You're spreading your wings and you're making a huge impact here in the lives of others around you, but most importantly, your own life. So this is beautiful. Oh, I'm loving this. All right. Now, last but not least, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle and see what Spirit wants you to know at this moment. Chop wood. Chop wood. Time to get to work here. So even though I feel like you are taking a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a break, even though there is that downtime in September, there's still movement happening here for you. You have Eight of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Chariot. So we do see some action taking place here. In order for you to plant these seeds towards a new beginning, you're going to have to chop a little bit of wood. Some of you physically, if you're going camping, you may be chopping wood, buying wood, or you could even... Okay, some of you may break a broom is what I'm hearing. You may break a broom, or you use a broom for cleaning, sweeping, because we see the broom happening here, but they're showing me it chopped in half or broken. So I feel like that's okay. That could be an extra sign that it's time to get, plant those seeds. Get to work, plant those seeds here. It's time to blow those wishes out into the universe and trust and believe that they are coming towards you. Some of you may be 42 years old. You may be in a life path. You may be a life path number 6, or you could be in a 6 personal year. All right. 42 Gemini is all about being grounded in everyday experience. Relationship message here. Nothing is as important right now as just doing what you do, what you need to do every single day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, or stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave the space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. And that may be why you have the camping card here as well. This is telling you to just be, let things unfold the way that they should organically, because now you're able to see through things. And the more that you allow this change to happen instead of resisting it, the easier it will be to manifest this glorious win that we see with the Six of Wands. The easier it will be to blow those wishes out into the universe and see them coming back to you here as well. Okay, so some of you, even though I feel like there is a lot of movement here because we have the swords and we do have wands energy here, which is about a lot of passion. It's important here to dream of, it's important not to just dream of these things, Gemini, because sometimes we can get lost in our thoughts and our imagination. I'm an air sign as well. I get it. This is about you not just being that armchair astronaut, not just dreaming for these things. The appearance of this card could be that maybe you're devoting a lot of your time to dreaming and talking about those dreams, but you have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. And we see that step happening here for you. So you have to make the first step here, Gemini. Like they say, take 1 step toward the gods and they'll take 10 steps towards you. So start with that small task. Let's see here. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take 1 step. Yeah, I just said that. Take 1 step toward the gods and they'll take 10 steps towards you. So I do feel like there's going to be movement coming in here, but it's because you're no longer resisting this change and there's more flow coming in here for you. Get ready, because I think that things are going to happen quite swiftly for you. Once your mind has been made up, once you have these illusions that you know that are true within you, you're going to make some changes within yourself. And then that's going to spin the wheel where your whole outer world is going to change. And I feel change for the better, Gemini. So chop wood, get down to work, regardless of where you are at on your spiritual journey. Again, it doesn't matter if you're up here or if you're down here. There is growth here and there's movement, there's change. Spirit is saying here, be open. Because you're stepping towards what? Your 9 of Cups. What's your 9 of Cups? The dandelion here. The 9 of Cups is your wish fulfillment. So in order for you to head towards a higher, deeper, meaningful relationship with your parents, with your mother, with your siblings, with your children, with your coworker, your boss, your lover, your partner, your spouse, right? Whoever this is in your world, you must get in tune with yourself, get in touch and say, okay, what do I need to do, or who do I need to leave behind, or what beliefs do I need to upgrade in order to make this next step towards my 9 of Cups, my wish fulfillment. So I really like this energy here for you, Gemini. A lot of changes that are taking place on a personal, deeper level that you're going to start to see manifesting in your outer world. And you could even see within the next 6 months, even though this is a September reading, because you have the 6 of Wands, you could see that things dramatically take a turn for the better within the next 6 months when it comes to your heart. I hope this helps. I hope it resonates, Gemini. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly helps the channel as well. If you're vibing with the energy and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Gemini, for spending your precious time and energy here with me today. Lots of love.